Hello everyone and welcome back to another Planet Coaster video. Today guys, we are going to be continuing on with Adventure Planes, and I'm excited to announce guys, we are doing a coaster today. So so around here, you can see the rock work from the from Stampede. Now people saying needs to be an overhead coaster, hanging. So I thought, yeah, maybe. So just saying, guys, this track was tweaked a lot by me. Yeah, this track took ages. It was a very long track actually. I don't normally do Viper 1 coasters, but I thought maybe I'd just do this one this time. So this is cool. This is going to be called Lion. I think. What did I call it? I called it Lion. I can't remember exactly now. I can't even remember my own thing. Anyway, so this is called I get it up now. Lion Chaser. I've got so many things to remember, guys. It's terrible. So this is called Lion Chaser, and Lion Chaser. So lions. That loop there, guys. I do change that later. That does go. Sorry about the loop, guys. But this gets changed up a lot. I tweaked it a lot to make sure, because it was too intense for some of my people in the park, so they just didn't like it. So we changed it. So as you can see, I'm going with that like peach. I guess it's a peach color, and that's kind of the color of all the buildings in the park. So I decided to make the coaster that color as well, because the whole park's themed to adventure, and outback and grassland Africa / outback Australia vibes. I mean, the theming, that's all the theming is. So yeah, this is a Viper 1 coaster, and so we're just gonna start off by building the coaster station now. So it's just testing there. Yeah, so we're gonna build the coaster station now, which is gonna be used in my lovely Adobe wall, because you know, Adobe, not Adobe though, not Adobe like Premiere Pro, but anyway, not that editing software. This wall. So I like this wall because it's peach and it fits in. We're not going to use the horrible, ugly path again, as someone said in one of my premieres. We're not going to use that ugly path again. We're going to use a wooden path this time, okay? You guys happy about that now? Okay. Right, because someone was complaining. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, so I've got rid of the ugly, as they said, horrible orange path. And now we have the nice... I have to agree though, it is ugly. Now we've got the nice wooden path. It's modern wood. It's not like, I didn't want to go with the other one because it just looked a bit too modern for the outback. So it just worked like that. Don't worry guys, this is an adventure theme park. We will be doing like an adventure temple thing later in the park. Don't worry, I'm not going mad. Really, and I kind of use these what are they called? They're like slope things. I don't even know the piece, but it just looks good. It really does. It just sorts out corners and stuff between stuff. And then, come on guys, we've got to use the nice, you know, the nice roof we always use. So I decided to do it again, just like on the entrance building, which we built in episode 1. If you guys haven't watched that, go check that out. That's in episode 1. I think there was a card at the beginning of this video, or just look on the channel for it. It should be in uploads. And then yeah, so I kind of just did that there, and then I kind of just followed the same design of the entrance area. The entrance came out really good, so I was kind of copying the same design on this building. So then we have the concrete roofing, and the peaks kind of just hide it from everyone. Yeah, it just looks really good. Just gives me like British Park vibes, where they don't really build the whole thing, they just build the facade area. But on this one, we kind of did have the whole thing themed. But yeah, it does give me British Park vibes. So then the queue line, and then the rock work. Oh, I love the rock work in this one. The rock work is so fun to do in this one, because like there's so much to play with. Like we have all these paths here, and then it kind of, I like how I did the rock work here, because it fits in with the other rock work design on Stampede. So I kind of hid the support. I tried to, at least, from by using the rocks, and then I kind of just like added, you know, those desert bushes I used over there. There's they're over there. They really work well. I don't know why they work well with it, but this part, it just works. It gives me the Australian outback vibes. It just does, and it just screams adventure. like, I don't know, it screams hiking in my mind. I don't know, comment below if you think that as well. It just screams adventure, outback and stuff. But anyway, so then we did the rock kick. I tried to get a lot of variation in there. I did, I think. I tried to do that, yeah. And then, yeah, then they had this weird piece here, and I just moved it. So the coaster's testing. This is not the coast. This is not the original. This is not the final coaster track, guys. Just to tell you right now. And this coaster, I know it looks bare at the moment. It will be themed in a minute with lion, thing. So then after that, I added some stuff here, and we just added the pathing here. Just made sure the path's here, you know, and then I just added it back around, you know. Just made sure this part will, the pathing will come as we build the park. So at the moment we are almost got 2 rides. We've got 1 ride already, which is Stampede, and now we're just building this ride. There's my desert bushes. Look at them. They look so good. Just to put any gaps in the rockwork, guys, they look so good. I don't know why. They just finish it off. And then here I kind of made like a ditch, I guess. Kind of like a valley ditch. So like we put these, like the desert bushes in there. So you kind of like go through them. Yeah, and then you have all these dead trees and stuff, like kind of desert. Here design, you know, I don't really want it to come back into the station. I want some rockwork design here, but instead I changed the rocks here because later I built a grass mound. I was debating whether to put rocks or trees or something, but I think these rocks look good. I mean, changing the rock color I think works because, you know, we have that rock design. So I think the left of the park's kind of like this desert rock style, and the right of the park's more grassland style, which I think worked. Don't ask me why I did different rock colours. I could have done the same, but I kind of like this design of different rocks. So then I kind of made it like a tunnel. Yeah, you could say a tunnel. I made a tunnel area here, and we just made that all nicely. It takes forever to make tunnels. So yeah, it just I don't know why it takes forever to make rock tunnels. So then I lined it with like rocks on the sides and made sure that was all nice and neat. And I kind of carved over the barriers with the rocks and kind of worked that as my arch just to make it all nice. Yes, there's a lot of different rocks. I like how they're all shaped differently. They just work out. So then once I had those 2 like little arches, I just put it in there and just made sure it all lined up, trying to have nice variation here. So yeah, I just did that. It took forever, guys. In real life I spent about 20 minutes on this. And I was thinking, oh no, it's gonna be so bad. But then it actually turned out quite well. Yeah, so we did this here. I'm just trying to make sure, you know, just tried to make sure it looked good. Because I put so much effort into something that, so much effort into something that really wasn't that complex. But this was very hard to do. Never try doing a rockwork tunnel. Never try doing it. Trust me, you don't want to have fun doing it. It's not even fun. It's not fun at all. So then I finished the rockwork there. I mean, I think it worked in the end. It just worked because it looked more natural here. So then this is when I add my lovely grass thing. So first I thought maybe like support things, and then I was like, yeah, I'm going straight for a tunnel, a grassland tunnel. So that's why I added those rocks as well, because it kind of fitted the grassland area. Now this mountain is going to be part of something which I'm going to be bringing in later in the video, which is going to be a lion. Now I've experienced once with a dragon for building with terrain animals and stuff. It's very hard. You have to be very skilled to do it. I'm not very skilled. I'm not going to say I'm skilled, guys, on this thing. I'm not skilled with terrain animals that much, but I think my lion came out pretty good. I did use scenery as well, so I kind of cheated. Didn't make it entirely out of terrain. I did add a head because I couldn't really shape the head and the eyes and the mane using terrain. So I felt, you know, I'm gonna just have to do a nice round curve thing and then just do it in wood. So I did like a rock liner and then I put the wood on it. Anyway, so back to this bit. We will get back to the lion later, which we will be building in a couple of minutes. So, yeah, there's the hill for it. that is the hill. As I said, this ride was tweaked a lot just to make sure the stats were good, the coaster was smooth and everything. I mean, you can't have a bad coaster. I needed a smooth coaster, guys. So there you can see the lion's body taking shape there. So his body was was made out of terrain, but his head is done by scenery. So yeah, that's how I did it. But for Lion Chaser, we just see. I'm just building with rocks here. So I had 2 eyes. This lion was tough. In real life, it actually took me like an hour, I think, maybe longer. It took very long, and it was stressful. I was sweating by the end of it. It was tough, guys. It was tough building this line. But yeah, here you can see I'm just making it circular head. I know it's not really like a proper shape, but don't worry, we will be fixing that in a minute. So yeah, his face was, I don't know what happened with the other side of his face. The left side of his face is completely fine, and then the right side just droops. It's just like, goes kind of vertical, but then I moved the eyes over. Yeah, it just didn't look right, so then I kind of just fixed it all up. Tried to find like a nose or something, or like eyes. I used like water basins, but in the end I get rid of them. I mean, they looked a bit like too happy, I guess. It looked like a googly monster, you know, when you're in like nursery or something, and you're building like those silly things they get you to do where you build you build one of those googly eye monsters. That's literally what it looked like. So I decided, no, this lion's fierce. He's got his own coaster. I didn't come up with a name for this lion yet. If you do want to create a name for him, you can. Feel free to put his name in the comments, and I will happily reply and see if you want to name him that. And we will see who. If anyone replies, I don't mind if no one replies. I mean, if you want to, guys. So yeah, you can see now his eyes are getting a bit googly. This is the back of his head. It looks a bit weird at the moment because the rockwork is still sticking out of the rockwork and there's some gaps and stuff. But it promised me, yeah, there we go. So I kind of was, yeah, there we go. I fixed his face up. That's all I can say. I did a lot of tweaking in this part, and then I made his body a rock. So then I added the orange. I love the desert rocks. The desert rocks are here again, so we use them again here. I just made sure that was all nice. Then I decided to like do this kind of cave thing, I guess. I tried to at least, and then I added some more of those bushes and stuff. And yeah, everywhere, literally everywhere. On the mound, everywhere. See that it said the ride was too scary. So then I went back and tweaked it later. I gave the ride a name, which was Lion Chaser, and now here's my tweaking with some rocks. As you can see, the loop's gone, it's changed, and now we actually have green stats, which is kind of really good. So now we have, yeah, so kind of, this was kind of like, I don't know, I was going to put animatronics in it, but then I realised it's not really, you can't really put a lion animatronic when we got that thing up there. With a massive line there. So instead I decided to put like a pool of water, make like a lake design. So now we just go off and do that. I mean, it kind of made it feel more deserty and more, I guess, kind of, this is kind of like the oasis in the grassland, slash the watering hole, I guess. Kind of the watering hole as well, yeah, you could say. I was going to join it up to that, a little bit of water there, but then it didn't really work out. The trees glitched a bit, so we had to fix those. So yeah, I have like this massive rock thing here, and I kind of like it because it looks like they've kind of caved through the rocks. And then I kind of made the lion stand out more by caving some water around it and making sure its arms look all good. I mean, it actually does look like a sat down lion at the end of the day. And that's what I wanted to achieve. I didn't want to achieve some beautiful monstrosity that really worked and was really, really nice. I didn't want to spend hours on it. I mean, we have got a whole park to do, and I know you guys are excited. I could have spent like 2 episodes on this, but I felt that this coaster needed to be done. And, you know, we had loads of detail. We had loads of rock work. We had the lion, which I spent an hour cringing away on. And here's some cinematics, guys. I'll see you next time for episode 4. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.